The streets of Lagos erupted into panic as armed warriors stormed the city. Cannons thundered across the lagoon. Bullets tore through the air. People ran for their lives as rival forces fought for control of the kingdom. At the center of the conflict was not a king, not a general, not even an Oba. It was a woman, a wealthy merchant, a political mastermind, a kingmaker. Her name was Madam Ẹfúnróyè Tinúbú. She built an empire through trade. She influenced kings. She financed wars. She defeated powerful enemies. But her ambition also made her one of the most feared women in West African history. Some called her a heroine. Others called her ruthless. One thing was certain. No woman of her time held more power than Ẹfúnróyè Tinúbú. This is her incredible story. Long before she became the most influential woman in Lagos, Ẹfúnróyè Tinúbú was already building a fortune through trade. She dealt in goods that moved across the lagoons and markets of Yorubaland, earning wealth that few women, or even men, could match. But Tinúbú wanted more than riches. She understood that true power did not belong to the wealthiest merchant. It belonged to the people who controlled kings, and she was determined to become one of them. Soon, her ambition would place her at the very center of the politics of Lagos. After marrying into the royal family, Madam Ẹfúnróyè Tinúbú became far more than a successful merchant. Her wealth financed loyal supporters. Her influence reached the palace. Her advice shaped important decisions. Before long, no major political move in Lagos happened without her knowledge. She helped powerful rulers secure the throne and built alliances that strengthened her position across the kingdom. But with every new ally, she also gained new enemies, and they were waiting for the perfect moment to strike. As Madam Ẹfúnróyè Tinúbú's influence grew, so did the number of people who wanted her gone. Her control over trade brought enormous wealth. Her political alliances made kings listen to her. Many believed she had become more powerful than some chiefs. Then a new force arrived in Lagos. The British. Determined to expand their influence, they began challenging the old political order and demanding greater control over commerce. Tinúbú refused to surrender her influence without a fight. A dangerous power struggle had begun. And before long, she would lose everything she had built in Lagos. Pressure mounted from every direction. Her political enemies united against her. The British saw her as an obstacle to their growing influence. Finally, the order came. Madam Ẹfúnróyè Tinúbú had to leave Lagos. For many, exile would have marked the end of a remarkable career. But not for Tinúbú. She gathered her loyal followers and journeyed inland to Abeokuta. What her enemies believed was her greatest defeat would soon become the beginning of an even greater rise. Arriving in Abeokuta, Madam Ẹfúnróyè Tinúbú refused to begin a quiet life. She rebuilt her trading empire, expanded her influence, and quickly became one of the city's most respected leaders. Her wealth helped strengthen the Egba people during a time of growing conflict. She supplied resources, supported warriors, and used her influence to unite powerful chiefs when the city faced external threats. Once again, she had become one of the most powerful people in Yorubaland. But history was about to test her one final time. Years passed, but Madam Ẹfúnróyè's influence never faded. Kings respected her. Chiefs sought her advice. Merchants admired her success. Even those who opposed her could not deny her extraordinary impact on the history of Lagos and Abeokuta. She proved that power did not belong only to kings or warriors. Sometimes, it belonged to the person with the courage to shape history from behind the throne. Her name would never be forgotten. Efunroye Tinúbú had become a legend. Madame Ẹfúnróyè Tinúbú was far more than a wealthy merchant. She became a political force in Lagos, survived exile, rebuilt her influence in Abeokuta, and helped shape the future of Yorubaland during one of its most turbulent periods. Some remember her as a fearless leader who stood for her people. Others see her as a brilliant strategist who understood that wealth, alliances, and influence could change the course of history just as much as armies could. Whatever your opinion, one fact remains. Few women in 19th century West Africa left a legacy as powerful as Madame Ẹfúnróyè Tinúbú. Her story reminds us that history is not only written by kings and warriors. Sometimes, it is written by those bold enough to influence them. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.